Welcome to class 8. This is chapter 15, Coal and Petroleum. In this video, we will learn about natural resources, their types, and one of the fossil fuels, coal. First of all, let us learn what are natural resources. The substances which we obtain from the nature are called natural resources. Now, we need various types of resources to fulfill our basic needs like air, water, sunlight, fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. We, the living organisms, we need oxygen, water, food to survive. Plants require carbon dioxide, water, minerals to prepare their food. We use soil, rocks to make houses, buildings, roads, etc. Then we use metals to prepare different kinds of tools and machineries. We use fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gas for cooking, running vehicles, and machines to run machine. We use fuels. Air, water, soil, and minerals all are obtained from nature. So they are called natural resources. I have already told you that the substances which we obtain from the nature, they are called natural resources. So air, water, soil, minerals all are obtained from nature. So they are called natural resources. Next, types of natural resources. Natural resources can be divided into two main groups: inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible means renewable natural resources, and exhaustible natural resources means non-renewable natural resources. Let us learn the definition. Inexhaustible natural resources. These resources are available in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. That means they are present in the earth in huge quantity. They never be ended. Example: sunlight, air, etc. Sunlight, the main source of heat and light energy. The sun is present in the sky. We get heat energy, light energy from the sun. Air, if we plant more trees, we get sufficient oxygen from plants. So these are considered as renewable natural resources. They are present in the earth in unlimited quantity. Okay? Now, exhaustible natural resources, these natural resources are available in limited amount in nature. That means they are present in very limited quantity. They can be exhausted by human activities, and if they end, it will gone forever. Example: forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Now, what are fuels? Fuels are the substances that burn and produce heat. That means on burning fuels we get huge amount of heat. But children, keep it in mind that all combustible substances cannot be considered as fuels. Then what is fuel? A fuel is a substance that can be used to produce heat at a reasonable cost. As a reasonable cost, that means we can afford it at a reasonable cost. Next, fossil fuels. Coal, petroleum, natural gas are called fossil fuels. Why they are called fossil fuels? As they are formed from the dead remains of living organisms. That is called fossils. They obtained from they formed from the dead remains of living organisms. That means fossils. Okay, fossil fuels are the most important sources of energy for us today. They are very big store of energy and produce heat and light on burning. That means if we burn fossil fuel, it produces huge amount of heat and light on burning. It produces heat and light, and this heat can be used to run engines, cook food, generate electricity in powerhouses, etc. Coal, one of the fossil fuel. Coal coal is hard like a stone and black in color. I have already told you that it is one of the first fossil fuel used to cook food. Before the invention of electric train, coal was used to run the engines. Coal was burned to produce steam for running the engine. Coal is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity, and it is also important fuel for various industries. So we can see that the economical importance of coal is immense. So it is considered as black diamond. Now, how coal was formed? The history of formation of coal. About 300 million years ago, our earth was covered by dense forest. Then natural calamities like earthquake, flood took place, and all this vegetation buried under the soil. Then, due to deposition of more and more soil over them, they were compressed. The temperature inside the earth crust, due to presence of heavy temperature, high pressure, in absence of air, ultimately they converted into black solid substance named coal. This is the history of formation of coal. Now you have to learn the definition. What is carbonization? The slow process by which the dead vegetation converted into coal is called carbonization. And which period it was formed? This period, the period during which this process of coal formation took place, is called the Carboniferous age. Okay. Now, why coal is considered as a fossil fuels? Coal was formed from the dead remains of vegetation, so it is called a fossil fuel. Now, coal mainly consists of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and small amount of nitrogen and sulfur. Okay. Now, coal is consisted of mainly carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. That means hydrocarbon, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and small amount of nitrogen and sulfur. Now, on the basis of carbon content, coal can be classified into three varieties. What are they? Anthracite, it is the superior quality of coal because here In this variety, it contains 96% of carbon. Anthracite contains 96% of carbon. So it is considered as the best variety of coal. Then comes bituminous, which contains 65% of carbon, and lignite, it has about 38% carbon. It is inferior quality of coal. Now, name the places in India where coal is deposited. Look, in India, coal deposits are found in Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Your next question is, what do you mean by destructive distillation of coal? Well, coal is burned strongly up to 1000 degrees Celsius in the absence of air. The process is called destructive distillation of coal. Now, during this process, that means when coal is burned strongly up to 1000 degrees Celsius in the absence of air, many byproducts of coal are obtained. What are they? Coke, coal gas, coal tar, etc. Now, the residue which left behind after destructive distillation of coal is coke. It is tough, porous, that means it contains pores, and it is black substance, black in color. It is almost pure form of carbon. Coke is almost pure form of carbon, and coke is used to manufacture steel and to extract many metals from their ores. During destructive distillation of coal, coal gas is obtained. Okay, that means coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. When we obtain coke, at that time, gas is evolved. That gas is coal gas, known as coal gas. Coal gas is used in many industries that are situated near the coal processing units. And another important byproduct of coal during destructive distillation of coal is coal tar. This is the picture of coal tar. It is black and thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. Coal tar is a mixture of several carbon compounds. On fractional distillation, it yields many important organic compounds. What are they? They are benzene, toluene, naphthalene, phenol, etc. Now, coal tar is used as starting material for manufacturing various substances like dyes, drugs, paints, explosive, perfumes, plastics, photographic materials, roofing materials, etc. Nowadays, bitumen, one of the petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metalling the roads. For metalling roads, in a few earlier times, coal tar was used, but nowadays the petroleum product bitumen is used in place of coal tar for metalling the roads. Okay, today up to this much. Next video we will learn about petroleum. Learn well. Thank you for watching the video.